And we have another bow review today. A new bow came from Freddie Archery, the KTB Nomad. I think we never had this one. Oops. And arrows we talk about later. So you get the KTB Nomad as we know it, with a string and the description, which is always nice, a bit information how to wear the, once you buy the sleeve, how to wear it. Everything is nice. So these ones we talk in a secundo. What do we get? From Freddie Archery, the KTB Nomad Korean bow, laminated, has a length of 48 inches. You can have it in 53 inches too. Has a brace height of 5.5 to 6. This one is 40 pound at 31. And you can have this bow from 15 to 55 pounds. And max draw wasn't written, but as I remember, 48-inch long Korean bows have a max draw of 31.6 inches and no recommended arrow weight. So as we know it, this one has this nice rubberized grippy here, that looks nice, leather arrow pass. There we have some tape on it with some patterns, and for the rest, nice. 40 pounds, Nomad from KTB, and a string, and the description. So now, let's talk about the bow, shall we? The bow by itself, it's the entry-level bow from Freddie Archery, is $250 US. Then you could have this bow inset with a nice t-shirt like this one. You can have it in black or in white. The set, the bow and the t-shirt would be $279 US. Or, which I find always good, you can have the bow with the 3 matching arrows. I think they are carbon arrows, I'm not sure now because there is nothing written, but when you look at the photos, look like carbon arrows. Then the set is $301 US, so that at least you have then matching arrows, and they have then exactly the length you want. So they have the arrows in 30.4 inches, 31.6 and in 32.2, and even some in 33.4, so you cover all the length of the bows with your arrow length, so that's fine. What you else can get is a string extra is $20. This nice sleeve, this colorful one, is $20. And what you can get is a set of nice bamboo arrows. And they are really, really pretty. They are very well made. So it's bamboos with nodes in it. You have a brass tip. I think looks almost like there is an insert in it with this white ring, or it's only decoration. Then you have a bamboo knock, and you have the fletching very well made, so you don't have the quilt on this fletching, so there is nothing scratchy. And then again you can have these arrows in 30.4, 31.6 or 32.3 inches, matching your bow. And the weight of these arrows would be then 20.6 grams, 24.4 or 228 grams the length. So you should get them obviously then matching your bow. So how we measure arrows is from the end of the tip to the bottom of the nock, and then this arrow has 30.5 inches. I'm not sure how the Koreans measure. If you measure from the tip of the tip to the end of the nock, the arrow is 32 inches. So then overall this arrow would be in the right length, but not how we measure it. So Freddie, we measure it from the end of the tip, because tips can be different length, and to the bottom of the nock. So overall length of the arrow is 32 inches, would match then the bow. For me the arrow is 13.5 inches, so it would be a little too short in how I measure it. But the nice thing, and they are really pretty, you can have a set of 5, 3 and 5 I think. The set of these arrows is $250. I know, you will say one arrow is $50, is it worth it? We will find out. But they are really pretty and well made, so when you see this, they're really, there's nothing scratchy compared to when you have the feathers. You glue them on like everybody usually does with the quilt on it. Then you have this scratchy part, and we know the video from Bamboo Archery Malaysia, where he tells you to send, oops, yeah, fell down, where he tells you to send down the side part, because this is the one which will scratch you. Or, of course, you put your fletching feather in the clamp and you send down this whole quilt until you end up only with the feather part like here, and glue this on, and this makes such a difference. So it's a lot of work, and an arrow is $50. So, but we see how they work later. These tips are not very pointy, but it's almost disappointing. Oh, leave your dad jokes at home. Okay, so the bow, back to the bow, and the t-shirts we can put away too. So from knock to knock. 51 inches arrow pass with leather and Korean bows. Obviously they're always a little wider. 20, I would say 8. Look at this. Oh, 40 pounds. I think I get a new snake in 22 pounds and I'm happy. All these monster bows here, this is not for me. So, string is nice, it's really nice made, and it's very sticky, so it's very nicely waxed. Let's see what the step through method will say. So these leather hoosies are nice, the string clicks almost in place. Easy peasy. So of course we have a short brace height, you need to always consider that. Look at this, and out of the box, in shape, don't have to fix anything. Bow straight. Stiff, very stiff, so fine. Brace height looks a little too much, looks a little more than 6 inches, but that's me. But of course I measure from the arrow pass, because this is my brace height which matters, and then we have 6¼ inches. Of course, if you would measure it from the deepest part of the handle, which makes no sense, but I don't know how you measure it, that's why we need to define a standard one day. It's 5½, but fine by me in any way. So 300, 295, great. So, and of course what else you can get, and because many people always ask me where I get this one from, it's the KTB glove, and I got it from Freddie Archery, and there you pay $40 for this wonderful, prettyful, nicely fancy looking shooting glove. The only thing which I don't like that much is that this leather patch here, this double up leather, is only stitched on the back here, so when you load, then this thing can come in the way. So I wish they would stitch this in the front too. And for the rest, this is just nice. So let's see. 30½ inches would be now a little too short for me, I guess. Let's see. Yeah, nice, see. Then you can draw up to the end. Whee! These arrows are 380 grams for bamboo arrows. It's grain, nice. So, but of course, if you want full draw, then you need to draw that the tip is already behind the bow, which I am not the biggest fan of, but most probably this is how you shoot them. They are 32, they are a little too long. But, so my arrows are 330 grain, then you feel it a little in the hand. With these bamboo arrows, nothing. Of course, there are cheaper bows out there, but this one, so far, with this handle, just nice. So let's shoot the bamboo arrows. These expensive, I don't want to shoot them now when you know that one is 50. Oh, and they have Here a reinforcement out of something. Really, I mean these arrows are really nice made. Oui. Nice. It's not the fastest with these heavy arrows, but where you point the arrow goes. I like that. Nice. Mine, a little too lightweight maybe. Almost Robin Hooded one of these $50 arrows. And of course, for all the purists out there, I am aware that this is not a traditional Korean bow. A traditional Korean bow unstrung has this almost ring shape design. With a traditional Korean bow you need these brackets to brace your bow. With a traditional Korean bow you need to heat up the limbs when you string your bow, and then you need to fix everything for 20-30 minutes. I'm aware of that. This is just fiberglass, carbon, I guess, wood and whatever. I am aware of that. And I am aware that the Koreans shoot at 145-meter distance. I just don't have this distance. They don't allow me to bomb this building back there that I could shoot longer, so my maximum distance is 30 meters for now. But only to tell you I know that, so you can save your comments this time. So, 28 meters with the nice. Oh, nice. A little bit of torque, huh? There you are, so. Oh, that was wobbly. But this wobble arrow flight is just my bad shooting. Oh, kitty, you should better move. Just saying. Ah, look at this. A little. You press a little with the root of your thumb towards the target, you know, this initiating a little katra, then the arrows are not flying so bad. So one thing, overall a pretty bow. You get this leather hoodie as we know it, very thin zia. You have this carbon looking tape here as reinforcement. You have the string pad. What I just don't like is usually this whipping or the tape is exactly centered with this string pad, so the tape should be here. That looks a little odd for me that the tape is here and the string pad is here, but it's simply an optical thing. Then you have this really nice rubberized handle, feels good for my hands, as you see, almost a little, so my pinky doesn't find a place there anymore. But if you have little smaller hands than me, it's fine. Leather reinforcement here on the arrow pass. Here you have this carbon tape again, nice. Description, Nomad KTB, Nomad. That's all there is to it. The strings are very nice, but I would always suggest that you order a second string with it just in case. Nice. Store experience is 28 is nice, 29, 30, 31. Korean bows stack. This is a matter of fact, you have to deal with it, so the draw curve will always go more up than this normal straight line in the corner. But even for this Bamboo Archery Malaysia did a nice video about this stuff, so you can watch this and I don't explain all this stuff. Straight, it works, has a little bit, you feel it a little bit, not long. 1, 2, 3, it's not long, but you feel it a little in the hand. 28 is here, 34.2 something. Yep, 34.2. At 30. 39, it's 40. 40 pounds at 30. 31 is roughly here. 42.42, so 2 pounds, and 31.6. Okay, Let's go to almost 32. And we have 44 pounds. 44 pounds, yeah. Nice, almost nice. Straight numbers, I like that. So, 28. Looking good. And string angle. Yeah, looks good, look. So 28 inches, string angle 60 degrees. Not bad. This is 30 inches, nothing to complain. Nice. Then you have 0.6 of an inch more, which would be here somewhere. But this bow would maybe even do 32, but 31.6 inches, and then you're good to go. Feels good, so there's no weight to it, to this bow. You think, oh, what a toy. And with this handle, it's really, you have such a solid grip on this one. It's just nice. Oh, 204. I like that. 209. 201. It doesn't measure again. 138. I don't think so. 170. So feels like you get 170, 175 foot per second out of it. Don't know what's wrong now with them today. 20 meters almost. The heavy ones, these nice bamboo arrows. Jesus Christ, where did I shoot? The thing is, you don't see them in the target. Go through. Yep, more likely. Oh, look at this. Nice. Oh, I saw shaking. Did you see that? So, it's not a bad bow by any means. So, vibration wise. 1, 2, 3 seconds. You feel it a little in the hand with the lightweight arrows. A fun shooter for sure. I like these arrows. I only think that these ones are a little too short, but it's me. Maybe that's exactly measured and everything is nice. I hold the bow upright so you see the curve, see, and then you need to draw that the tip is already on the side of the bow, that you get your max draw, because this arrow, as we measured, is from the end of the nock to the front of the tip. 32 inches or something, so you need to really almost overdraw. Oops, that's the wrong one, it's 32 inch one. You see this one. But does a nice job, so draws really nice. It's not that much stacking as I expected. Oops. You do a little cutter or a little torque. Let's shoot torque with the bow upright. Just nice. So with the lightweight ones you still feel the vibration. 380 grain you don't feel it. Nice bow, so if you're up for Korean, something short, 48 inches, 40 pounds. Just nice. Works, does the job. And as I used to say, there you have it, the Nomad by KTB. This one is 48 inches. I said you can have it in 53 inches, and the bow draws 33 and something. This one draws almost 32 inches, which is, I guess, fine in most cases. The bow is not very loud, doesn't vibrate a lot, has a little, and you have this really soft handle, and you still feel it in the hand a little. So this is the only thing for now which comes to my first impressions. But let's see. A bow, a string, and a documentation. For the handling of this bow is really easy to string, easy to unstring. The bow doesn't wiggle, as I showed you. The bow is straight, so you don't have to worry about anything. The tiller works directly out of the box. So this bow is totally uncomplicated in your handling, and it can pack a punch. So this one is totally for a beginner or something. The only thing you need to know how to hold your bow, but this is with all Korean bows, they're very short bracelets, so if you hold them wrong, you get a string slap. And you can either get an arm guard, or you learn how to shoot properly. It's a bit too early for that. I only had one coffee. So for the handling 10, the build is nice. So there is nothing there really, even if it's, you know, factory made and whatever, but there's nothing. This leather hoodie is nice. The only thing which bugs me is that this string pad is not aligned with this wrapping. But it's not the build quality, it's simply optics. I simply don't like this. It looks odd. But the build quality, everything, even the decal here is nice, and the texture feels good. It's nicely cut, so this bow is really well made. 10. Basic feel of this bow, instantly you feel good with this bow. The handle is just awesome, so you feel everything just nicely. Out of the box you feel comfortable with this bow, and he has no weight to it, so it's like 10. Draw experience was surprisingly well, so it doesn't stack that much that I expected. Just fine. 10. Shooting experience, nice. So you get, once you're in tune with it, you know what the bow is doing. There's not so much feedback coming back from the beginning, but you simply get the proper arrows and then it works. A little vibration, and that's why I give you 9 points here, which gives you 53, and the price $250 for a nice bow like this. I think it's fine. I don't know if it's including shipping or plus shipping. Thanks for construction. I give it 5. That's all I have to say for this bow. It's a really nice one, so nothing to complain in this regards. Go check the website out from Freddie Archery. He has a lot of bows, and he provides you with a lot of service and information and everything you want to know and you need to know. Really nice. What I like on the other side are these arrows. They are really just, they have this, it's not a very heavy tip, and then this first part here looks like an insert, because there's this white ring, but I don't know, and it feels like there's something, it's like a wood insert here where they have the brass ring, the brass tip on it. Brass, did I say brass? Yes. Then this bamboo shaft is really nice, and these shafts are, look at this, they are straight, they are really proper straightened. Then you have here this black ring which doesn't do a lot, and then the fletching, as said, as you can see, there is the quilt is completely sanded away, so there is only the fletch part left. So there is nothing, you can't scratch the bow or yourself with these arrows. This is nice. And here there is some, I don't know which skin it is or what material they used here, a reinforcement, which is nice. And then you have a nice, they say bamboo knock. Looks nice. Look, they are really pretty, well made. Spine wise, I don't know, I would put them into 500 something. I could measure them, but I don't have my thingy here. So they fly nice. So this is really, if you want some fancy arrows with it, of course they're $250. It's you really need to want them. But good arrows always costs a good money. That's the only thing, but they're really nice. So thank you very much, Freddie, for sending this stuff to me so I could check it and get one of his t-shirts. They are nice. And I thank you all for watching. Catch you in the next one.